Today, we're diving into the 30th anniversary edition of the Warren Buffett Way. Hard to believe it's been 3 decades, right?
Time really flies. Buffett's approach seems timeless, though. What do you think makes his investing philosophy so enduring?
I think it's his focus on value and long-term thinking. He doesn't get swayed by market noise.
True, and I love how he emphasizes understanding a business before investing. It's almost like he's shopping for groceries, not stocks.
That's a great analogy. He really treats stocks as ownership in companies, not just ticker symbols.
Exactly. The book highlights his owner's mindset. Why do you think most investors struggle to adopt that?
Maybe because it's easier to chase trends than to do deep research. Buffett's patience is rare.
Patience is tough in today's instant gratification world, but his track record proves it works.
Absolutely. And the 30th edition adds new insights, especially about how his principles held up after crises, like 2008.
Right, resilience is a big theme. Buffett didn't panic during downturns. Sometimes he doubled down instead.
Like when he bought more shares of companies he already believed in. That takes guts.
Or maybe just conviction. He looks for competitive advantages, or economic moats, as the book calls them.
That concept always fascinates me. What's an example of an economic moat that stands out to you?
Coca-Cola. Their brand is so strong, and Buffett's been a huge fan for decades.
And he's not just a fan, he's a major shareholder. It's a classic Buffett move. Buy what you understand and believe in.
Simplicity is underrated. He avoids anything too complex or outside his circle of competence.
I think that's a lesson for all of us. Don't pretend to know everything.
For sure. The book also talks about his partnership with Charlie Munger. That's a duo for the ages.
Munger's influence really shaped Buffett's thinking, especially about quality businesses.
Their partnership shows the value of having a trusted sounding board. Investing can be lonely otherwise.
Absolutely. I also appreciate how the book covers Buffett's mistakes, not just his successes.
Yeah, it's refreshing. No one's perfect. Even the Oracle of Omaha.
Remember the Dexter shoe fiasco? He admits it was a total blunder.
And he didn't hide it. That transparency is rare among business leaders.
It makes his advice more credible, I think. He's not just preaching from a pedestal.
Speaking of advice, the book emphasizes discipline, sticking to your strategy even when others doubt you.
That's so hard. It's like being the only one with an umbrella on a sunny day. But then it starts raining.
Nice metaphor. Buffett's discipline has definitely paid off. He says, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful."
Classic Buffett wisdom. Contrarian thinking is tough in real life, though.
It takes confidence and maybe a bit of stubbornness, but the results speak for themselves.
The 30th anniversary edition also updates his views on tech stocks. He was skeptical for years, but eventually bought Apple.
That's right. It shows he can adapt without abandoning his core principles.
Flexibility within a framework, that's powerful.
And Apple became one of Berkshire's biggest holdings. Shows that even legends can change their minds.
The book also highlights how Buffett avoids debt, both personally and in his investments.
Debt's like a double-edged sword. Buffett prefers slow and steady growth.
It's almost boring, but maybe boring is good in investing.
Boring can be beautiful if it means steady returns. Buffett's not chasing excitement, he's chasing results.
There's wisdom in that. The book even discusses his lifestyle. Frugal, consistent, not flashy.
I love the anecdote about him still living in the same house he bought decades ago.
It's comforting, in a way. Success doesn't have to mean extravagance.
That's a lesson beyond investing. Sometimes less really is more.
So, after reading this edition, what's your biggest takeaway?
Probably the importance of sticking to your principles even when the world changes.
For me, it's the idea that patience and discipline are superpowers in investing.
And maybe in life too. Buffett's approach is almost philosophical.
Yeah, investing as a way of thinking, not just making money.
Exactly. The book's anniversary edition is a reminder that timeless principles outlast trends.
Do you think new investors can still apply Buffett's methods today with all the new tech and volatility?
I think so. The core ideas, understand what you buy, Focus on value, be patient, still work.
Maybe the tools have changed, but the mindset stays the same.
That's the beauty of the Warren Buffett Way. It evolves without losing its essence.
Any final thoughts for our listeners?
Just that investing isn't about quick wins. It's about building something that lasts.
And learning from both wins and mistakes. Maybe that's the real Buffett way.
Well said. And who knows, in another 30 years, we might be talking about the 60th anniversary edition.
I hope so. Until then, keep thinking long-term and stay curious.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Your support means the world and helps me keep creating more content.